Hello, welcome to Bay 9. My name is Rob. This is a Yamaha QT50, otherwise known as a Yamahopper. We're going to be producing a whole series of how-to videos on servicing your Yamahopper. This particular bike shares an engine with many other models made around the same time period. There is the Chappie, the Towny, who gives a shit? There's a bunch of them. I'll put them up on the fucking screen. So anyways, this is I believe a 1985 Yamahopper QT50. Comes with a 50cc shaft-driven engine. Normally has a 49cc top end. This particular one's got a big bore on it. And none of that really matters because what we're going to talk about today is the rear end. In order to service the rear end of your QT50 or similar moped, the first step is to remove the exhaust. Then you need to remove the nut in the rear wheel. Might have to pull the fender to get that off, but probably not. Then there's 3 screws on the pinion cover here. Pull that off, and then you should be able to slide the axle and pinion right out. Clean everything out. Inspect it, make sure she's all good to go, no broken teeth, nothing like that, and put some new grease in there, put her all back together. So let's get at it. So the first step is to remove the exhaust, and in order to do that, we've got 2 14mm bolts right here, and then there's 2 10mm bolts underneath that bolt to the exhaust output. As you saw, I only loosened this left bolt and left it in so that when I removed the 2 from the lower flange, the pipe would not drop on me. The next step is to remove the rear wheel, which will require the use of a 19mm impact. And we get a little rubbing on the rim there, so I am going to go ahead and pull at least that bolt. Rear wheels off, rear drums get a little wear, it's not terrible. Make sure you don't lose any of these washers that are in here. So this here is a shim that goes in between the wheel and the brake assembly, so when you pull this off, make sure that you don't lose it. It might stick to the drum here, it may stick inside here. Either way, just pay attention to make sure you don't lose it, because when you pull this axle through, there's a chance it might drop out if it does retain there. The next step is to pull the cover off of the pinion on this side. So let me reposition you over here so that you can see what I'm doing. So the next step is to remove this cover here, which requires the removal of these 3 screws. This is a number 3 Phillips, here's the cover. So O-ring there that you want to keep. This is half of your pinion here. So as I said, this basically should just slide right out as soon as I push on the axle. And easy as can be, it pops right out. So what you want to do is pull this guy out and inspect all of your teeth here and all of the teeth on this gear. Make sure you don't have any chipped or broken teeth. Everything looks pretty good in this particular specimen. So you can see here, somebody has been in this. This dark brown grease right here is the factory original Yamaha grease. And I mean, for its age, well, this is, I believe, an 85, so at this point it's 32 years old. It's still got some decent sticktivity to it. And then this lighter colored grease here is whatever grease somebody has put in there. So now at this point, after I clean my hands, we're going to clean all of this out and put some fresh grease in there. Lube it on up good. Alright, so now the job is to clean all of this grease out of here. And as a last effort to get everything out, I will come in here with an air hose and a rag, hold the rag so as to catch most of the splatter. I'm not blowing into the bearing here, mind you, just down into the well here. I'm trying to get everything out of this well behind the pinion. Get all that schmeg out. This bearing, I'm sure, could use replacement. That is not on the customer's mind today. Alright, we just clean up pinion gear. just about ready. Good idea to blow out all the brake dust and such from the brake assembly, as well as from that side. Again, don't lose the shim. I almost just did it, even though I warned you at the beginning. Alright, we're now ready to put some fresh grease back in. I'm going to go ahead and put some gloves on now that I've finished all the dirty work, like I should have done at the beginning. We've got a fresh can of my favorite bearing grease. First thing we're going to do is kind of pack in the wells in the back side there. How well you can see, so I'm going to go ahead and reposition the camera to do the next one. I just did the lower. So I just packed in this lower channel here, and there's an upper channel right up here. Probably can't see it because the lighting isn't great, but I'm going to go ahead and pack that full of grease. Alright, well, I thought I had a fresh can. Alright, so now that we have the pinion cover on, we're at the point where we're ready to put the tire on, but unfortunately my tire is a little flat. Got a new tube on order, but it's not here yet. So that's going to have to wait along with the exhaust, but the process for putting those two back on is exactly the same as when you took them off, just backward. Yeah, that's pretty much it for servicing the rear end on the Yamahopper QT50. I hope you like or subscribe to the channel, and if there's anything that you want to see on this particular engine or bike, please leave a comment and I will make a video for you. I have several other bits of service that I plan on doing to this that I probably will film and release videos on, and I have another one to go through as well. So if you want some QT50 videos, please comment, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.